I was good, y'all. So I know we're all wondering when the Isshiki DLC will be released. Also, along with that DLC, there will be a balance patch and an update that includes a new map. Today in this video, I'll be talking about the Isshiki DLC update, what we could expect from it, and when I think it will be released. Before we get into all that though, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Alright, bet. If you didn't catch my recent live stream here on YouTube, I go over my Isshiki prediction video in that live stream and compare it to the actual reward list that we received on the official Naruto website to see how close I was in guessing his techniques. The live stream is still up if you want to go see my reaction, but for this video I'll briefly give my thoughts on his character. Isshiki will be a defense type and the final DLC of Season 5 Legacy. His first ninjutsu is the hidden jutsu, Sukuna Hikona. This jutsu allows the user to instantly shrink and nullify enemy projectiles for a certain period of time. Plus, it activates transportation ninjutsu to evade upon enemies' close range attacks, or ninjutsu. Added input generates a column at the enemy's location, dealing damage, reducing speed, and increasing ninjutsu and cooldown. From what I gather through the screenshot, this jutsu will be a defensive jutsu to control a point like a base, scroll, or flag. I doubt you will be able to move similar to Nidojizo, but if it does allow movement, I'm guessing it will be slow like Truth Seeker Orb. The second screenshot we have is this technique showing Isshiki launching the attack at his opponent, still having the invincibility effect around him. My guess on how good this jutsu will be is all dependent upon the second activation, how much damage it will do, how big is the hitbox, and how fast does it land. If it's like Tsukuyomi, this may be an underwhelming part of the DLC, but if it's like Heavenly Hand Power, this move might actually be broken. Next is Karma Seal. Etch Karma onto a single enemy, dealing damage. Additional input grants the user increased attack speed and tracking ability. Plus, the user can automatically get behind the target marked by Karma to deal even more damage. This is the technique that I'm looking forward to the most because it sounds like it has insane combo potential. This will be the offensive jutsu for the DLC, and I have to applaud Soleil for taking a plot-focused technique from the series like Karma and actually weaponizing it into a ninjutsu. The way it works in game is a little off canon though, but if I can snake thrust somebody across the map and then catch them off of that like on some Dragon Ball Z type shit, this is definitely going to be my favorite move. The combo potential is crazy. For his secret technique, we have the hidden jutsu, Vast Dark Heavens. This jutsu can make gigantic boulders that have been shrunk fly overhead and then make them rain down on the enemy after returning to their previous size. Upon impact, the boulders also send out a shockwave damage to surrounding enemies, temporarily blocking chakra detection and disabling lock-on and status checks. I mentioned this in the stream, but this move is up in the air for me on how good it will be. Moves that tend to drop from the sky have been very underwhelming, like Heaven's Concealed, Indra's Arrow, and even Keating. So this move might fit inside that category as well. It all depends on how the disabling lock-on works, in my opinion. If it's like the main focus of this technique and it affects the entire map, this move might be broken. However, if it requires the opponent to be hit like Ink Gods, then this move will definitely be underwhelming if the accuracy is like all the other sky attacks. Next, let's talk about the balance patch. Here's a look at all the ninjutsu and my personal opinion on what absolutely needs to be nerfed and buffed at the ends, and what could be adjusted positively or negatively moving towards the middle, which is techniques that I feel are fine where they're at. Not pictured here is the new Naruto ninjutsu, which I know everyone is having an issue with Baryon Barrage, but I don't see Soleil nerfing their moneymaker anytime soon. I will say if anything, reduce the forward movement on the lunge of the attack, but we'll see. For now, let's talk about Oboro Guruma. I covered this ninjutsu in depth on my live stream because it simply does way too much, especially since it's only a 9-second cooltime. What I do propose is that it needs to have an increased cooltime of 15 seconds and take away its ability to break barriers. That trade-off is more than fair for what this move actually deserves. Time Space Hop has dominated the game. My biggest issue with this substitution is that it charges back while the invincibility effect is still active, essentially turning a 25-second substitution into a 20-second substitution. With all the other shenanigans that can be done, this substitution cooltime can be even lower, so there are two things that I'd propose that I'd like to see changed. First, do not allow the sub to start charging while the effect is still active. Kamui and Kamui Bond don't do that, so this move should absolutely not do that. And the second thing, give this a 35-second cooltime. I know the devs want to be neat and consistent with these 25-second self-buffing subs, but not all effects are equal, and Time Space Hop proves this. Finally, for nerfs, the heavy attack on the Chakra Claws and Asamonaka knives need to change. The Chakra Claws should knock opponents away instead of setting up a juggle combo, and the Asamonaka knives should combine the first and second air heavy attack buttons into one, getting rid of the ground loop that it causes. I could absolutely go in more on what adjustments are needed for attack type class in general, starting from these two weapons, but here I will stop it because you already know my range bias can get out of hand. The buffs I'd like to see on these three moves could be anything really, but for being DLC, they are certainly trash. The entire Orochimaru DLC is very underwhelming, and I go into depth about it on the live stream. For now, I'll just say, give the snakes a healing effect and make Great Breach a guard break or unblockable altogether. For Limbo clones, that move deserves a shorter cooltime, or make the clones block or erase substitutions. Finally, I want to talk about the release date. We have a clue as to when the DLC might be coming because of this piece of information on the Naruto website. It states that the Naruto and Sasuke 20th anniversary outfits will be available in the PS4 game Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker. These avatars outfits are set to release in February 2023. Because of this information, I believe that the update will coincide with the release of these outfits, which is set to be released in February. Given that the shop update will fall on February 2nd, I believe the outfit along with the update will happen on that day. With all of that information out of the way, let me know how you guys feel about the end of Season 5. I'll be doing an official review of the season after the update, so look forward to that. With that being said though, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.